Hello and welcome to Desi Shushke. This is Anna and I'm going to take you around to one of my favorite things today, which is a quilt show. I am at Road to California and this is the quilt show the largest quilt show in California, and I'd like to take you to see some incredible masterpiece quilts. This particular one is very clever. It has this cliff diver starting from the top and then you see him in his dive all the way down, almost like you've captured him in multiple times on the camera. What I love about this is the shadow behind him. So let me go up again. Every one of those shadows are placed in the correct placement with the correct, almost changing structure of how his body is moving as he leaps off the cliff. So this is also a technique specifically with a picture. What you do is you have a picture that you love that you might have taken yourself, and you may project it or you blow it up or you print it. There's some around the corner that I'll show you that are printed and then you just enhance the photo. Some people take the photo and recreate it with pieces of fabric. This particular one is recreated with pieces of fabric. So as I get closer, I'm hoping my camera can see it. You have all of these little tiny pieces of fabric and then it's stitched together to make this image that turns into a photograph. And this particular one won second place in this category, and it just kind of stops you in your tracks. So when I first saw this one, I said, I cannot believe this is third place, because this particular one looks like it is painted. When I first looked at it, I actually thought, oh, this has to be like a watercolor, or this has to be maybe used with a type of pencil to create these colors. But I zoomed into it and got closer to it, and it is literally pieces of fabric. That dog is made with thousands and thousands of little pieces of fabric all stitched together with a thread in order to make that fur, and in order to make this girl's face and her hair and her shirt, like the wrinkles in it and the depth. Again, I don't know if I could think about something like that, let alone try to create it. It's really amazing. As a reminder, this is not a painting. This is made with fabric, little pieces of fabric. The stitching is what makes the snow look like it has movement and pattern. And if you've ever been up in the mountains or up in the snow, you know that as the wind blows, the snow makes these patterns on it. And this woman did an incredible job to show all of these patterns within the snow. Right next to it is the third place quilt for Road to California. And as you look at it, it is this tree in the snow with all of this shading, even the little leaves in the snow. It's just incredible. Look at the bark on the base of the tree, all different things of batiks. These are all batiks. These little bushes back here, and again, I'll back up, make sure I don't hit anybody. Sorry. And look at that. Look at that quilt. Just incredible. So clever to show all the things that could potentially be in your kitchen. Whether it's your mixing bowl or your aprons or a cake stand. It's just so cute, and it has these little aprons going all the way around and the little spatulas in the corner and the little buttons on the apron. You look at this apron and you look at all those little buttons, and it's the way that she thought of each piece, the eggs, how you would bake with eggs. I mean, it's just so clever, and when you look at it, it's like your eye can't find a place that doesn't make you want to go, oh, look at that, oh, look at that. Look at the measuring cups. Huh. So cute. So this particular one is a photograph. And this is a photograph, and they enhanced the photograph based on the stitching and based on some other stuff in order to make it look the way that it does. So it's a little bit different than some of the other ones, but still incredibly stunning. Okay, I'm coming up to this quilt who won Best Machine Stationary Quilting, which is a quilt machine that does not move, so she moved this fabric around as she was quilting it. And she made this what's called a broadcloth or one cloth. So this is one piece of cream fabric, and everything that you see on here, from the flowers to the bees to the little what looks like lace, is all just stitching. And it's done by her sewing machine. Look at that, that's almost like a little heart there with the bees. And it's got this gold metallic thread in different places, and just what an amazing design and creation. It's very, very well done. The woman lives in Sweden. This quilt is made with silk. So the actual fabric, instead of being cotton, is actually silk. Each one of these pieces, it has a sheen to it, just like silk is going to. And they quilted it with this feather quilting on a long arm. This particular aisle of quilts is put on by a company called Laundry Basket Quilts, and it is with their new book, A Season in Blue. And they're showing you all the different variations that you can do with scrappy blue fabrics. And again, these are more of the bed quilts instead of artistic wall hangings that you could do just with cut up pieces of fabric. As a reminder, every one of these is cut up fabric. And then it's put together in these shapes in order to make these beautiful, beautiful quilts. And some of them are simple and some of them are complicated. This one just takes half square triangles, but the way that you put the pattern together, it has such an incredible view about it. And I had to come show you this bed quilt because this is a display of like traditional quilts, I guess, traditions. And when you zoom into this particular quilt, it is hand stitched. The artist is WL, made in 1861. This is all hand pieced, it's all hand stitched. You can see the little stitches there, some of the wear on the quilt. This is hanging in the National Quilt Museum here in the United States, and all of these quilts are museum quilts. And they're just, again, they're just so beautiful. All of these are usually applique. Again, they didn't have a machine, they're not making it on a machine, and so straight line piecing that I do on my machine is not what they did, because they had their creativity and their cutting of their fabric. Beautiful. Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching this wonderful video collection on Road to California. If you are a lover of the arts in fabric, textiles, or quilting, which I'm a lover of quilting, please stop by, pick up some fabric, look at the quilts. It really is very, very inspiring. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe and turn on bell notifications, as Raza always says. Bye now.